My name's Nigel Watson, live locally to the Primrose Hospice, 68 this year. It's just a number, and my big buzz in life is extreme sports, and it's through extreme sports that obviously I've found the opportunity to raise funds for the Primrose Hospice along the way. I'm a cancer sufferer myself. I was diagnosed with prostate cancer back in 2018, so I've had a personal challenge for the last 5 years myself in terms of which door did I go through, and the door I went through was I'm going to fight this and kick it down the road every day. And I think as part of that, it makes you more aware of the needs of others and how organisations like this can sort of help people that are going through that journey. So living in the area, I'd always been aware of Primrose, but probably didn't understand the depth and breadth of what it offers from a service point of view until I had a friend diagnosed with a fairly severe cancer a few years ago now, and through that, through speaking to him and his wife, I was aware that Primrose Hospice was really a strength for them in terms of how it helped them cope through the final year and few months of his time. And I myself always thought that it was around the individual, not necessarily just the family, and obviously then becoming aware of how my friend and his family were using you, how wide the service you provided was. I mentioned just a little earlier that I do extreme sports, and those extreme sports certainly last year gave me an opportunity to raise funds for Primrose as part of a pretty extreme journey that I did. There's a race called Marathon des Sables, and it's considered to be the hardest foot race in the world. It's 7 marathons in 7 days across the Sahara Desert, and it's self-sufficient, so you have to carry all your food, all your clothes, everything that you need for the week on that journey. It's probably the most inhospitable place on earth, but it is absolutely beautiful. I'm 68, as I mentioned, so I'm not as fit as I used to be, but I was pretty confident I could get through this. However, as part of my kit, I took six orders of service with me for friends that I'd lost over the last few years. And one of those was my friend who Primrose Hospice supported. And because I was doing this extreme race, it seemed an ideal opportunity to ask people to sponsor me for the journey, and as part of that journey, I think that's how Primrose Hospice benefited from that. I could still close my eyes now and remember sitting on a sand dune in the absolute pitch black at 2 o'clock in the morning, hugging 6 orders of service, just saying, please give me some strength. So I think the memories of friends helped drive you along those, but I think there was also a little bit of pride in terms of what I was doing to help the service. There's another guy that I run with, he knows if I go quiet to ignore me, because I'm still having a conversation with my friend that I lost, and I can visualise, and sometimes that's just that little bit of a pride or a charge of the battery that you need. When somebody's got cancer, at times the forgotten people can be the family that sit around the periphery, because all the focus is on the individual. So I think the benefit that's coming through Primrose is that you're probably focusing on the people that can be forgotten, because they're going through it as well. And I know with my own wife and my own children, I deal with it just because of my mental approach, but they're dealing with it in a different way. They're sitting looking at a loved one who they can't influence what the outcome is. So I think that counselling and support is critical, because life needs to go on, and sadly there will be a point where the core individual may not be there, but the family are, and the family have still got a life to build and progress with.